Oh, that's not very good, is it? Hi, welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm just trying to get the lighting right because it's making my face look a little bit green right now. That's too blue. That's alright. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. You can see me alright. That's the main thing. Oh dear, now I've knocked my camera. There we go. Okay, hello. By the way, let me move my mic a little bit closer just so you can hear me a bit better. Oh, hello and welcome back to Trucking Tuesday. We'll give everyone a chance to get themselves in here before we dive into some Euro Truck, as usual. Just make sure my game's actually ready to go. Should be. Yeah, it seems okay. In a little bit of a rush to get started today. Sorry that the stream has started a little bit late. But we will get driving in just a moment. What game is it? We're going to be playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 today, Elliot. We got about 50 people in already, so we'll give it another minute or two, and then we'll get started. What game today? We're playing Euro Truck, Ollie. Okay, there's just under 100 people here, so I think now would be a good time to switch over to the game. There we go, hopefully you can see everything alright there. Just make sure everything's in the right place, as usual. Oh, we're not playing Minecraft today. There we go. Okay, that should all be set up as usual. Okay, so let me know real quick, guys, if you can see and hear the in-game audio okay. One second, actually, I just need to real quick make a slight adjustment. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry about this, everybody. There we go. Very rough start today, I do apologise. We'll get into the game in just a second. Okay, we don't need you open. We don't need Steam open. And we don't need the settings menu open either. Okay. No, now it's doing that thing where it won't let me tab into TikTok Studio. Okay, we should be good to go there. Hey Saul, how are you doing today? I'm not too bad, Notion. Thanks very much. A little bit of teething trouble in getting things set up today, but we are ready to go now. So once again, just let me know how the volume and video are in game, and we will continue our journey. Is it hot in Doncaster today? It is pretty hot, yeah. It's another heat wave coming on, I think. I've got a friend who lives way down in Brighton, and apparently it's been really, really hot and humid down there. It's not so bad up here. It's warm, but it's not like unbearable, you know. Do you wear makeup? Yes, I do. I'm wearing makeup today, as you can see. Oh, Notion, you're in Brighton as well, and it's boiling down there, yeah. I can imagine. Very humid in Devon today, so I'm guessing it's a bit more concentrated down south. Like I say, it is quite warm up here, but not too bad. Have I been to Epworth? I've never been to Epworth, Joshua Haig, no. Okay, so before we actually do anything today, let me just explain where we are and what's happening. So I'm currently in Italy. At the end of the last stream, we were just finishing off a job to Rotterdam. Then off camera, I did another job down to Aprilia, which is where we are right now. Well, we're actually in Rome because I had to go and get a couple of repairs done at the garage, but Aprilia is where I did my latest delivery to. But we're not actually staying here, because what I want to do today, you might be able to see from the title of the stream, we're going to be buying a... Well, I'll show you what we're going to be buying. We'll go into the trailer manager, and I'll show you the trailer that I would like to buy today. It's another Feldbinder. And it's this one here, the EUT 35.3-3/1 paint double. So this is the original version of the trailer. This one here is literally two of the trailers chained together. Like if I go into the configuration right now, you can see like it's not even a proper double trailer. It's literally two single trailers that are connected together with a dolly in the middle. So I think this definitely qualifies as a road train. If we buy one of these and attach this to our truck, I think I'd call that a road train. So we're going to buy one. I'm going to do a little bit of customization to it, but we'll try not to go too overboard. Like I say, look, here's the single version, and then the double version, again, it is literally just the exact same trailer, but hitched onto the back of the first one with a dolly. So in theory, you could, you know, add more and more and more and make the train as long as you like, but, you know, in-game, we can only get it up to 2 trailers long. But that's what we're going to go for. Ola says, Amber, how are you doing? Good today. Okay, and I think we'll go for a Feldbinder livery. Our current trailer we've got in orange with the white, but there are a couple of others that we could try. The black one's quite nice. And then this one's alright. Ooh. I like this one actually. This is quite a nice paint job. And since we're playing with so many mods and we can basically go anywhere in this area here, apart from Australia, I think this is a nice paint job to have, so we'll go with this one. Better Call Saul reference. Well, I'm 25 and Better Call Saul is not 25, so I would say that if anything, Better Call Saul is a Saul Ashbridge reference. Okay, we'll get some pipes. These are mostly just decorative. In game, they don't really do anything, but they do look nice. So, what's the contents of the containers? So these are for bulk cargo. I think they're designed really for foodstuffs. So we're talking like grain, like wheat and barley and that sort of stuff. But I guess we'll see what other stuff can be transported with it once we actually get it bought. Fire extinguishers, 1 or 2. I think we'll go with 1 fire extinguisher, and then we'll get 1 on the second trailer as well. And for the sides, I definitely want a couple of spare wheels. Maybe I'll put the spare wheel on the back section. I love the ETS2 lives. Thanks, Harrison. Yes, it should be a good one today. I've not driven a double trailer for a while, and again, because this is a dolly in the middle, this is technically a triple trailer. It's got like 3 different points of articulation. There's the hitch to the actual truck, then there's the connection point with the dolly, and then there's another hitch where the dolly connects to the second trailer. So handling this thing is definitely going to be an interesting experience. Okay, so on the back here, this is where I'm going to put the spare tyres. We'll have 2 spare tyres. Looks good. I'm not going to customize the actual tyres themselves just yet. I might do that off camera at some point. Like get them to match the tyres on the truck itself. Where? Hold on. Aha. That's 3 lights. Or 6 lights. I'm going to go with 3 lights on the back. And I think that's ready to go now. I don't think there's anything else that needs doing with it. So, looking pretty good. Like I say, the tyres, I would like to get them matching the tyres on the truck itself, but we'll do that later because it'll be a bit fiddly doing it for every single one. Unfortunately, there's no way to like edit all the tyres at once. You have to edit each axle, which is yeah, you don't want to watch me do that. So we'll just get it like this for now, and I can always reconfigure it at a later date. That's going to cost us 169,000. Not bad, not bad. But this, unfortunately, we can only get it delivered to this garage up here in Finland. It'll only let us deliver it to certain garages, which means we're going to have to travel all the way up to Helsinki to actually use it. But not to worry, we'll get up there nice and quick. I see 3 access hatches on the top. Assume contents must be pumped out. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's got like grain doors on the bottom, but it is used for transporting grain and stuff like that. So I would assume that it can be unloaded from the bottom as well. But obviously there are attachments on the top for filling it. Am I happy? I'm very happy today, STFC. How are you? Okay, trailer manager. Not that one, that's our single trailer. We want this one. Swap. Yes. What Scania is that? It's the Scania Streamline EMW. To be precise, it's the... Well, it doesn't actually say here, but we do have a badge on the front, I believe. If you can see that. The R730, that's the engine setup, I believe. Okay, so here it is in all its glory, our new road train. Very long. And as you can see, like I was saying earlier, 3 different articulation points. There's one where it attaches to our truck. There's one where the dolly attaches to the first trailer, and then there's another where the dolly attaches to the second trailer. So basically, we're not going to be doing much reversing with this truck. I think it would be physically impossible to go backwards with this thing. But fortunately, we won't have to, as long as we don't take any wrong turns. Hey, have I missed much today? You've missed nothing, Danny, pretty much. We've only just bought this brand new trailer. We had a little bit of teething trouble, so the stream started a little bit later than planned. But we are here now in the new truck. Well, not in the new truck, but with the new trailer. And let's find a job to do. From Helsinki, obviously. Okay, so the best price is Helsinki to Luleå, I think that's pronounced, in Sweden. 41 tons of barley. We'll take that one. We'll just go straight for the one with the best price per distance. Should be a fairly quick job. And we'll see how well I can drive with this beast in tow. Love the drives, thanks Wills. This should be an interesting one because I do actually have another double trailer, but that one's an actual double trailer. Like I say, this one technically is just 2 single trailers chained together, which makes it even more difficult to maneuver. So we'll see how it goes. But I've already hit a traffic light there. But I am looking forward to putting it through its paces. You know, lights on. Can you listen to music in the cab? Yes, I can, Poppy Pork. As far as I know, all the in-game, there's no in-game radio. It connects to real life radio stations, or you can add your own music in. But I don't want I don't want to play any music that might be claimed or anything like that. So we're just gonna listen to the sound of the cab as usual. Did you upgrade your wheel? I haven't upgraded it yet, the Winning Edge, but I do plan to upgrade my wheel. Yes, I'm going to talk more about that at the end of the stream today because I did promise in yesterday's stream that I'd talk you through what wheel I'm upgrading to and why I've decided to do so. But if you're not going to be here for the whole stream, I'll just tell you right now, I am going to be upgrading to the Thrustmaster T128. That's the wheel that I'm going to be getting next month. And like I say, I'll speak more about that at the end and tell you why I decided to go for that particular wheel. I know originally I said I was going for the Hori farming vehicle control system, but I, for various reasons, decided against that. So yeah, like I say, I'll talk more about that later and tell you why I've decided to do it, but I am going to be going for the Thrustmaster T128 for my next wheel. off course already. Does it turn 900 degrees? Yes, it does. This wheel, you mean? Yeah. And the Thrustmaster one does as well. I think that's like standard for wheels at the minute, is for them to turn 900 degrees. That's like, you know, the basics. Do you ever play multiplayer? Not for a long time, STFC. I like to play with a lot of mods. And obviously Truckers MP doesn't support mods, and Convoys does support mods, but only, I believe there's a limit of 100 mods, and you have to have the exact same mods and load order as whoever you're playing with, or it won't work. S or R cab? This is, I believe, the R cab, Reese. Have I played the mobile Euro Truck? I haven't. I didn't even know there was a mobile Euro Truck. I don't really play mobile games all that much, to be honest. How much money have you got in the game? I think we've got just over 7 mil, Toby. Yeah, 7.1. I've been playing for a fairly long time, so... Although, to be fair, 7.1 isn't really that much, to be honest. Considering how long I have been playing the game, I should probably have quite a lot more than that. How much for the setup you have? Says Donna. £1,300, Donna. If you want a complete breakdown of all the parts I've got and how much they all cost, check out my pinned videos. It should be the first video on my account right now. It's about 5 minutes long, but it's a complete price breakdown of everything that I've got in my setup at the minute. How much of the map have you discovered? About 20%. Bear in mind, again, you know, I'm playing with a lot of mods. There's so many parts, there's so many modded areas that I haven't even touched yet. So I've only discovered about 20% of the map. I think the base game map I've discovered about like 60%. But again, if I open the the map right now, you can see I've got 21.76% there. Do you use a PC to play? Yes, I am playing on PC. Euro Truck 2, unfortunately, isn't available on consoles. The original Euro Truck is, but it's not as complete of an experience, shall we say? Okay. Cargo market. Bali from Helsinki to Luleå, 48 grand. Done much today? No, not really. STFC. If you mean in terms of the game, this is like the first job of the day. Oh, it turned us around as well. Okay, so we're now loaded up with 41 tons of barley, and we're taking it to Luleå in Sweden. So currently we're in Helsinki in Finland. Have I had top surgery? I haven't had top surgery, Mike, no, and I don't really plan to either. I've talked about it before, but I don't really have plans to get any surgery. I do want to have, I do want to take HRT at some point, which will help me to grow natural breasts. At the minute, these are just fake. But yeah, I do intend to take hormone therapy, but I'm not really bothered about surgery. Does the map mimic real roads and cities? It does, Bob, yeah, but it's not, like, massively accurate because it's scaled down quite a lot. The scale is like 1 to 19, apart from the UK, which is 1 to 15, for God knows why. It's like a different scale to the rest of the game. Who knows? But yeah, the map's scaled down so much that obviously you can't fit in all the roads that exist in real life and keep it accurate. So there's some trade-off there. Like important roads that, you know, like for example in England, like major motorways like the M1, the M5 and so on, they are in the game, but like simplified, and a lot of the towns and cities are simplified from the real world counterparts as well. But especially in the last few DLCs, they have tried to add in more like real-world landmarks as well. So even though it's like a condensed version of reality, you can still see, and you know, you can still see buildings and landmarks from the real world and think, yeah, I recognise that place. Thanks for following CLA Army and Ollie. Just watched the setup video, looks so clean. Thanks very much, Wills. Like I say, the setup video is going to be outdated fairly soon, which is kind of why I wanted to do it now, because at least if I do it now, it'll be at least relevant for a while. If I did the video like the week before I got my new wheel, then it'd be out of date in days. But yeah. That video is representative of my setup as it stands right now, but there are certain things that I'll be upgrading in October. I'll be replacing the wheel and side panel with something a little bit more expensive, but a little bit higher quality as well. But like I say, the point of that video was really just to... First of all, a lot of people were asking how much my setup cost, but also I wanted to kind of show people that, you know, if you have like a fairly restricted budget, you can still get a decent quality gaming setup. I've spent less than £1,500 on all of my setup, and it's pretty decent quality. You know, it's not exactly a supercomputer, but I can play all the games that I want to play on it. So yeah, I just, like I say, I hope the video will inspire people out there who want to go for their own gaming setup, you know, and just show you can do it for a decent price if you budget yourself carefully. Will you be selling the wheel and pedals when you upgrade? Yes, I will, Donna. I am going to be selling them to sort of partially cover the cost of the new steering wheel and side panel that I'm going to be getting. There's not really any point in me keeping this one if I'm going to be replacing it. So once I've got the new one, I am going to be selling my old bundle. Oh, I came in a bit fast there. Okay, I just heard myself yawning, so we'll have a quick look, see when I need to sleep. 1 hour 26. You should get the Thrustmaster Farm Stick. Funny you should say that, Caden, because I am going to be getting the Thrustmaster Farm Stick. I am planning on upgrading to that, yes. Don't worry. Like I say, I'll talk more at the end about the specifics of the new setup that I'm going for. But I will be getting the farm stick, I will be getting the T128 wheel, and I'll also be getting the, I think it's like the TH8S gear shifter. So I'll finally be able to drive manual, no more automatic. Oh, there's a station right here. But I think we'd we'll try and go a bit further. One hour 38. Okay, we'll go to this one. We'll go to this one. 41 minutes. Does anyone know if you can play with a controller? Yes, you can, Aaron. Don't worry. You can play this game with a controller and with keyboard and mouse as well. Hey, Saul. Hey, CD65. How are you doing today? Why are you not speeding up? There we go. How long have you been playing? How long have you been playing piano for? For about 10 years, Ollie. That's when I first started playing keyboard. In terms of an acoustic piano, I first got that about 4 years ago. And it is quite a different experience, to be honest, playing, like, especially when you've learned how to play on a digital keyboard. Playing on a acoustic piano for the first time, the keys are a lot heavier and it takes a bit of getting used to. So I always like to make that distinction. Like, technically I've been playing for 10 years, but, you know, only 4 years on an actual real piano, as it were. I've been playing guitar for 10 years and want to learn piano. I would recommend it, Ollie. It's a great instrument. It's not too hard to get into. Obviously, you know, to be like really great at it, you have to put in a lot of time and effort, but it's one of those that you can sort of easily pick up the basics of. And I just think it's such a versatile instrument because, like, almost every genre of music can be done with a piano. I mean, in theory, you know, you can play any genre of music on any instrument, but you know what I mean. The piano is definitely a lot more diverse, I'd say. You can play a lot more diverse a range of music on a piano compared to, say, a violin, which is what I originally played back when I was a kid. Okay, are we in? We're in. Hey, Oleg. How you doing? What are your pronouns? She, her. Thanks for asking, Barney. I'm good, you? Yeah, I'm not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Oh yeah, also, an update on the horn situation. Still doesn't work. And it's not the wheel, because I tried using the keyboard as well. I think what's probably happened is I must have had a modded horn, and then obviously because I've recently updated my mod list, the mods that added in the horn that I was using must have not be here anymore. That's the only explanation I can think of, because yeah, for some reason I got no horn anymore. And like I say, it's definitely not the wheel, because I've still got my horn in Farming Sim. But for some reason here, it just doesn't work anymore. Should I have refueled there? I mean, it's a bit late now, I can't go back. Why no 3-spoke wheel? This is a 3-spoke wheel, James. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go this way. Well, we got to go this way. This is the way it's telling us to go. Oh, in the cab. Oh, the cab is, I guess, technically a 4-spoke wheel. Upgrade to a Moser. As I've said earlier, I'm going to be upgrading next month to a Thrustmaster setup. I did some shopping around because originally I was going to upgrade to the Hori bundle, but from what I've heard, it wouldn't actually be an upgrade. I'd just be paying nearly £400 for a piece of crap. But you know, Thrustmaster, I've heard so many good things about them, and you know, it turns out that I can actually get a full Thrustmaster setup for the same price as the Hori bundle, like the exact same price, which is insane. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be going for the Thrustmaster T128. That's what I'm going to be upgrading to next month. Thanks for following, Paris and Andrew. Don't break speed limit. Don't worry, Elliot. I am trying to obey the speed limit nowadays. Do I rate Fanatec wheels? I can't really say, to be honest. This is the only wheel I've ever had, so I genuinely can't say anything about the quality of other wheels until I've actually had a chance to try them. Like every other wheel that I get now, the quality will be like in comparison to this, because this is the first one I've ever had. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be adding in the next petrol station. I mean, we can just refill at this one here. Does your wheel have force feedback? This one doesn't, Dill, no. But the one that I'll be getting next month, the Thrustmaster 128, that does have force feedback, which is a huge plus. Again, the Hori bundle that I was originally going to be upgrading to, that doesn't have force feedback, so it's already better in that regard. And also, like, the biggest advantage with the bundle that I'm going to be getting is that it has a H shifter, so I can actually use a complete manual gearbox. It's 7-speed plus reverse, which is going to make the Euro Truck experience completely different, because I've never driven in-game on manual before. I've always had it set to automatic. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to upgrading for that reason as well, to finally be able to use the manual gearbox. Oh, we can refill here. Good. Thanks for following Boring Chaz and CD65. Oh, yeah, a little bit of a runny nose. Wrong way. Yeah, you are absolutely right. I was supposed to come into this station from the other side. Whoops. Okay, I don't think we're going to need to stop again on this delivery. We might have to, actually. It's 11 hours and we need to sleep in 9 hours. It's going to be another one of those jobs where we have to sleep just before we get there. Thanks for following, Ollie Toots. How fast is the time in-game? It varies, NJ. So the timescale actually changes based on the type of road that you're driving on, which is crazy. It's very subtle, so you don't actually notice it when you're driving. But like the clock actually goes slightly faster when you're on the motorway compared to when you're on like country back roads and stuff. You can sort of estimate, like 11 hours in game is like maybe half an hour of driving. So I'd say maybe like 45 minutes to finish this job. He or she, says Alice. I prefer she. Is there any discussion about a Euro Truck Simulator 3? There isn't, Milan, not at the minute, no. I don't think there'll ever be a Euro Truck 3. I think what will probably happen is they'll keep developing Euro Truck until basically all of Europe's done. And then what I hope is going to happen is that instead of Euro Truck 3, they'll do like Global Truck Simulator, which will basically be a sequel to ETS and ATS, American Truck Simulator. I think that's like the only logical thing to do once Euro Truck Simulator is effectively finished. Like, it just makes sense to then do like a third game that basically does the whole world. So that's what I'm really hoping they'll do. But hey, it's going to be a few years yet before they've finished all of Europe anyway, so... Not to mention the fact that we can go to Africa and Asia right now anyway, because I've got an absolute ton of mods. Is the truck upgraded? Yes, it is, Pero. I believe I've got the highest transmission and gearbox. Hope you have an amazing stream. Thank you very much, It's Odds. And yeah, no problems with the trailers so far. They seem to be handling pretty well. Cormac says WTF MAN. This is not an MAN. It's actually a Scania. I do have a couple of MAN trucks, but we're not using them at the moment. Thanks for following as well, Reese251. Sorry, I didn't read that out earlier. Do you know who Dagowin is? And if you do, what's your favourite series? I love Dagowin. Big fan of Dagowin. I would say my favourite series of his is the survival roleplay series that he did. I don't know if he still does it. I've not watched him for a while, to be honest. I know he's doing vintage survival at the minute, but I really enjoyed his survival roleplay series. Okay, excuse me a minute while I just block Cormac, because he's annoying me. Thanks for joining the stream, Cormac. Malnutrition says Luca Binelli. I'm not malnourished, Luca, don't worry. I'm a healthy... Well, technically I am underweight, but not massively. And then, of course, in comes Toby, because trolls are incapable of having an independent thought. They just copycat each other. So I'll just block him as well. And if anyone else wants to start spamming random letters or emojis, or, you know, call me a man or a faggot or whatever else, knock yourself out. You will get blocked. "17 was the best survival roleplay." I kind of agree. To an extent. You need mods? Yeah, unfortunately, none of my mods are on right now. I do actually have a fair few mods, but none of them are here right now, unfortunately. Which means I'm just having to manually do this. Although, to be fair, the best thing to do is just ignore them, because they have like the attention span of a goldfish, and they'll give up once they see that I am completely not bothered by it. So, you know, just ignore the trolls. If you have any genuine questions, do get them in and I'll try to answer them. And we'll just ignore the trolls until a member of my mod team arrives and deals with it. How tall are you? I'm 5'6", Pero. How long's the drive? It's probably going to be another 20 minutes or so, Luke. Do I play Farming Sim? Yes, I do, Nay. Every Friday, if you want to join me for that. I praise you for sticking up for yourself and being proud of who you are. Thank you very much, Caitlin. Don't worry, it'll take more than a few spam messages on my live chat to shut me up. I'm not going anywhere. It genuinely doesn't bother me in the slightest. Thanks for following, Emma Morgan. Best truck, says Conor Bradley. I would probably say this truck. This is the truck that I've driven most, the Scania Streamline, and it is a fantastic truck through and through. Hey! One of my mods is here, everybody. Harry, welcome to the stream. You've come just in the nick of time. You're going to have your work cut out, but, you know, get blocking, get muting. Am I on PC? Yes, I am. I had that truck and it's good, but when you emergency stop, it starts sliding to a... Yeah, it's not very good when it comes to emergency braking. I have noticed that. As soon as you hit the brakes, it just it becomes completely uncontrollable, which I guess encourages you to drive more carefully. Is that Finland or Sweden? I think we're still in Finland. We are heading towards Sweden, but I don't think we've crossed the border yet. I didn't notice if we did. Is that truck a Scania? Yes, it is, Tarkin. This is the Scania Streamline. Are they real cities? Yes, they are. Have you thought about streaming horror games? Yes, I have, Pero. I actually would like to stream Alien Isolation quite soon. Not because it's a horror game, but because it's a sci-fi game, and I love sci-fi, and I have a new series called Sci-Fi Sunday. But it is one of my favourite games of all time, and it does happen to be a horror game, so yes, I might play that at some point on stream. Have I tried ETS1? I've never actually played it myself, but I've heard, obviously, that it's very basic compared to ETS2. Do you rhyme the games with the day? I do try to, Will. Yeah, you might have noticed. Currently I play Euro Truck on Tuesdays, which I call Trucking Tuesday, and I play Farming Simulator on Friday, which I call Farm Sim Friday. And I also have a series called Minecraft Monday, and also, at the minute, I've just started a new series called Sci-Fi Sunday. So I do like myself a nice bit of alliteration. Have I played Microsoft Flight Simulator? I haven't, CuteZep, no. I'm not a big fan of planes. I've never really been into planes. So I wouldn't enjoy Flight Simulator. It's just not really for me. If you are into planes, you know, more power to you. But yeah, I've just never really been into planes. Trains, trucks and tractors are my interests. Game name is Euro Truck Simulator 2, Finn. Let's just have a quick look at the map. We're still 8 hours away. And we will need to sleep fairly soon. Let me just check. 7 hours till we need to sleep. So probably around about... we'll get over the border. Yeah, it's annoying how close we're going to be, but we will have to sleep before we get there, or else we'll end up falling asleep at the wheel. Again, that did happen in last week's stream. I don't know if anybody remembers. I did actually fall asleep at the wheel, which was not good. What CPU do you have? Intel i5 6500 Coady. Euro Trucker, yes, this is Euro Truck Simulator. Do you need a wheel? No, you don't. You can play with a controller or with keyboard and mouse. Can you damage the goods? Yes, you can, NJ. And you do get a penalty if the goods are damaged when you arrive at your destination. They like detract a percentage based on how much of the cargo has been damaged. Is it free? No, it's about £15, I believe, at the minute. Usually it's on sale though, and it's usually about £5 when it is on sale. So if you want to get it for a low price, just, you know, add it to your Steam wish list and wait till it goes on sale. $14.99, just bought it. Hope you have a good time, Aaron. It is a fantastic game. I absolutely love it. Norway? No, we're in Finland at the minute, and we're going to Sweden. GPU is a 3GB Asus GTX 1050 Ti. Do you need a steering wheel to play? No, you don't, Harry. You can play with keyboard and mouse, or with a controller. Can you drive in England? I could do, NJ, yeah. Once we've done this delivery, I'll see if we can get a job to the UK, because we will be in Sweden, so it's, you know, fairly close by. Am I using Pro Mods? Yes, I am, Duke, sorry. I'm using about 130 mods at the minute, and if you can see that hyperlink above my head, if you put that into your browser, it will take you to my complete mod list, along with links where you can download all the mods yourself. So if you want to play with the exact same mods that I'm using, like I say, pop that link in your browser and just follow the instructions there. Did you mod your own body? I didn't, Sean. I assume by that you mean have I had any surgery or hormones, and the answer is no. What's he playing? I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, JG. Am I on T? I guess technically I'm on T in the sense that I was born male and went through male puberty, so there is quite a lot of T in me, but not by choice. I need to go now. Have a good evening and take care. See you later, Popular One, Big Brain Boy. Thanks for joining. Do I plan on modding myself in the future? To an extent, Ryan, yes. I do plan on having hormones, but not surgery. How's your day been? Not bad, Els. Not bad. Setup looks expensive. Not particularly, AP. It costs about £1,300 for my entire setup. If you want to know the details of everything and how much all the individual components cost, check my pinned video at the top of my profile. There's a complete price list. But yeah, it came to it's about £1,315 for everything. How far does the steering wheel go around? 900 degrees. So from like the default position, it goes a full turn and a half in each direction. Or a full turn and a quarter, sorry, in each direction. Can we see the outside of the truck? You certainly can, Duke Boot. There it is. along with the tandem trailers. Oh, wrong lane there. Elliot says that's 540 lol. What's 540 what? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is the red stick the gears? Yeah, I've got it set up to a basic gear shifter. It just does forward and reverse. But I am planning on upgrading to an actual H shifter. A turn and a quarter in each direction. So just to reiterate, here's the default position. I can turn it 360 degrees plus another 90 degrees that way. Or I can turn it 360 degrees plus another 90 degrees that way. So if I went from one side all the way round to the other, that's 900 degrees. Kind of an unusual livery, but I like it. Thanks, Duke Boop. It's actually the colours of the Trans Pride flag, for obvious reasons. What load do you have? I've got barley at the minute, Mark. 41 tons of barley. And obviously it's loose. It's this trailer is designed for like loose aggregates and grain and etc. etc. So it's just all loose in there in the tank. Do you have a bus game? Not currently, Fred. No. But I have been. It has been suggested to me a few times that I should try OMSI. And I have been thinking about checking it out. It's like 25 quid, so I'm not sure when I will be getting it, but I would like to check out OMSI. Do I want a career in truck driving? No, I don't, Josh. I don't actually plan on driving at all in real life. It's just not something that I see myself doing. Do I play GTA? I do play GTA, Fred. Not for a while, actually. But I do have GTA 5. To be honest, I've never actually tested if GTA 5 is playable with the wheel. I imagine it would be. I have played Burnout Paradise with this wheel before, which was interesting because it's not a car wheel, it's a heavy-duty wheel. But I have played Burnout Paradise with this wheel, and it did work. Does my steering wheel have force feedback? This one doesn't, no. THFC Jake, this is just a basic one, so no force feedback or anything like that. But I am planning on upgrading next month to the Thrustmaster T128, which does have force feedback. I'm speeding again, whoops. Let's just slow it down a little here. Ha 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 says, what are you? I'm a trans woman. As it says in my bio and in the description of the stream, it's not hard information to find. Can I change from KMP to MPH? Yes, you can. You can, Aaron. Mine actually is set to MPH at the minute, because obviously I'm from the UK. I'm just used to doing it in miles an hour. But you can change between kilometres and miles, yes. My game is lagging quite a bit after the 1.5 update. Did you also notice any difference? Yeah, it does lag a bit more from what I've seen from 1.49. Obviously, I play with quite a lot of mods anyway, so it's that does slow the game down somewhat. But I have noticed that since updating to 1.5, it does chug a little bit more. But I think, didn't they, like, was it the light system or the graphics or something? They overhauled something in the latest update, which is probably what caused it. I got banned from Truckers MP. Why did you get banned from Truckers MP? How fast can the truck go? It maxes out at 90, Chris. Although obviously I won't be driving it at 90 because that would be illegal. Lost faith in the world a long time ago, says Will. I'm sorry to hear that, Will. Sorry to hear that you've lost your faith. Not sure what that has to do with me playing Euro Truck Simulator, but... Oh, I hit something there. Best live ever. Thanks, Wolf Smith. How much did your wheel cost? This one, well, Velk, is £230. That's for the steering wheel, side panel, and pedals. It's called the Logitech G Heavy Equipment Bundle. I love your live, says Noah. Thank you very much, Noah. I love your lives, please respond. Thank you, Wilf, I did already say. Go 90. I'm not going 90, don't worry, I'm not going to be going over the speed limit. Do I vape? I don't, NJ, no. I've never vaped. You should play Truckers MP. So unfortunately Truckers MP is... you can't play with mods on Truckers MP, which means I wouldn't be able to drive on the roads that I'm on right now, or like 3/4 of the map that I currently have. Thanks for following, Slurp. Damn, you're going to reach 5k followers soon. I hope so, Alex. We've still got quite a way to go, but I'm hoping that we'll get there soon. I like your hair, by the way. Thank you, NJ. Thanks for following, Archie. Love the fit today. Thank you very much, Alex. It's another new one. I'll show you it properly once we get to a stopping point. Do I play Fortnite? No, I don't, Luke. I've never really been interested in Fortnite. Love Truck Sim. Me too, Sid. Me too. Thanks for following, Ben. Can we see your truck from the outside? You certainly can. Here it is. The one and only trans truck with 2 Feldbinder grain trailers. As you can see, it does make accelerating quite slow. Gender, I am a trans woman. Nobody 99145. Cats or dogs? I'm more of a cat person, Agent Pigeon. I come from like a cat family. Everyone, most of the family are cat people, I would say. Looking absolutely beautiful, Saul. Thank you very much, Kate. It's very nice of you to say. Ryan Bob says, can tell. It says trans woman in my bio. It says trans woman in the description of my stream. I'm driving a truck that's in the colours of the trans flag. I could not care less whether you can tell or not. I have never once tried to pretend that I'm not trans. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm trans. So whether you can tell or not is irrelevant to me. Using mods? Yes, I am, Jake. I have about 130 mods active. Lots and lots of mods available. I love your TikToks. Thanks, Orst. SBPAI, can't paint stripes on a horse and call it a zebra pal. You said that yesterday, which means that you are like a repeat viewer of my streams. So I'm going to assume that you actually enjoy being here, since you actually took time out of your day to come back and see me on a separate day. Oh, we're speeding again. Hold on. What colour are your eyes? They're blue. You might not be able to see them too well with the light in my room today, but I do have blue eyes. Sir, what's your name? My name's Saul, S-A-U-L. Again, that's also in the description of the stream. What's the game name? Euro Truck Simulator 2. Big Boy says it answered to Sir. I'll answer to whatever the hell you like. Call me whatever you like. If you want to call me Sir, do it. You want to call me it, do it. You want to call me he, do it. Doesn't bother me. What does AMA mean? AMA means ask me anything, Seb. Thanks for following Tabor Clips. Okay, 1 hour 25 minutes to sleep. Let me just check where the next rest point is. 36 minutes. Okay, we are now crossing over into Sweden. Watch pronouns? She, her. Thanks for asking, A. We'll go into the right lane here. How much was your setup? 1,300. If you want to find out the exact price of all of my different components that I've got, check my pinned video. It's a complete price breakdown of everything that I've got. I'm really taking these roundabouts a bit fast today. You must be rich. 1,500 is like incredibly cheap, to be honest, for an entire gaming setup. Like, some people spend more than that just on the actual PC itself. When I say £1,300, I mean that's how much everything costs. My PC, wheel, panel, monitors, mic, webcam, the desk, literally all of it. It was £1,300 for everything. Which is actually, again, like, some people spend more than that just on the PC, so I actually think it's a really low price, to be honest. I've spent more on storage for Euro Truck mods, yeah. Did I just hear the character yawn? Yes, the in-game character does yawn to like let you know that they're getting tired. Fortunately, our rest point is coming up right now, so we will have a nap. What's that little ball on the steering wheel? So that's just so that you can steer the wheel with one hand. It's very useful for like reversing around tight corners and stuff, and it's because this wheel is designed for farming sim as well. It comes in handy for doing like maneuvers in fields with tractors and stuff like that. As you can see here, like, I can keep one hand on my indicator stick and the other hand on. I've just driven past the rest point, haven't I? Whoops. Okay, where's the next rest point? Because there's no way that we can do a U-turn with this rig, and there's no way I can reverse either. I might just have to finish the try and finish the job. It's another hour and a half. We're really going to have to try and keep our fingers crossed that I don't fall asleep at the wheel this time. What's the game, and can you play it on Xbox? You can't play this on Xbox, no. It's called Euro Truck Simulator 2. It is PC only, unfortunately, but the original Euro Truck Simulator, yes. Turn around at the roundabout. That is a very good point, and it's too late. I've just gone past the roundabout. Is there another roundabout on the way? No, there isn't. Okay, this is it now. We're going to have to finish the drive. Is there any real people on your server? No, I'm playing single player WBA, so it's just me and NPC AI traffic. We might be cooked. Yeah, it's going to be close. 35 minutes till I need to sleep, and 1 hour till we actually get there. So we might just be able to cling to consciousness. Do I make money from gaming and streaming? A tiny bit, Donna. Yeah, not enough to live off. Not yet, anyway. Maybe one day. But you know, I do get the odd donation, stuff like that, and a couple of people are subscribed to my Patreon, so a little bit. Watch cargo. Barley. The cargo is barley. How can I dono, or should I just sub? I mean, if you want to sub, you know, it would be greatly appreciated. Obviously, I'm not in the habit of like asking people. Well, you know, apart from like the standard, like if you want to, you can. But yeah, if you do want to support me, there's a link to my Patreon in my bio. It costs $5 a month. Or if you want to do a one-off donation, you can like donate coins through TikTok Live. Again, you know, don't do it if you don't want to. It's an entirely optional thing, but you know, it is appreciated when people do donate. But yeah, like I say, if you want to do a one-off donation, you can send coins through TikTok Live. If you want to like become like a regular subscriber, you can join my Patreon, and it's $5 a month. What country are you from? I'm from the UK. Oh, and also just a quick note, because I really want to make sure that people don't do it. Do not subscribe to me here on Patreon. If you go to my profile, you'll see that it says subscription. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't offer any benefits on Patreon to subscribers, so you'll just be giving me money for nothing, basically. If you want to support me, I'd much rather you did it on Patreon, because I can actually offer you something in return. But like, there's no benefits for subscribing here on TikTok. Sorry, NJ, if you've just subs. Thank you anyway. It is greatly appreciated, but like, I would recommend that you cancel it and don't subscribe to me here on Patreon. The thing with the Patreon subscription program is that Patreon with the TikTok subscription program is TikTok takes a massive cut. They take like 50% of it, and also once you've activated it, you cannot turn it back off. Like, once you've turned on subscriptions, there is no way to turn them back off without contacting TikTok support directly, which feels very scummy. Like, that they just don't let you cancel it or anything like that. So yeah, for those reasons, I don't want to do anything through TikTok subscriptions. TikTok's always after money. Yeah, like I say, I mean, Patreon does take a cut, but it's a lot smaller cut. TikTok takes like around 50%. And again, like, you can't really turn off subscriptions once you've set them up. So once again, please don't subscribe. If you do want to support me financially, I'd recommend that you do it through Patreon instead. Whoops. How far are you from your destination? We're here. We did get a fine just then for not sleeping, but it doesn't matter, we're here now. Thank you for the 299 coins, NJ. Massively appreciated. Thank you so much for that. Yes, you did. You sent a corgi. Ah, I've crashed again. I saw it appear on my screen. Thank you very much. Is this Pro Mods? Yes, I am using Pro Mods, Trucker Kid. Among several other mods as well. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to need to find somewhere to sleep. There's a sleep spot here, but it's like a dead-end one. We really need to sleep somewhere that we can easily get back out again with our articulated truck. I mean, we can try going to this petrol station here and see if we can... why don't you turn off the sleep? Because it makes it more realistic. And if the wheel wasn't a big enough giveaway, I do like to try and keep the game as realistic as possible. You're not passable yet? Don't care. Could not care less. It says trans woman in my bio. It says trans woman in the description of the stream. I'm driving a truck that is coloured like the trans pride flag. I could not care less whether I pass or not. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm a trans woman. I don't care whether you can tell or not. You should be proud of yourself. Don't listen to the hate. Don't worry, Finn. I don't listen to any of the hate comments I get. They genuinely don't faze me in the slightest. Do I have any mods? Yes, I do. Don't worry, I do have moderators. I'm not sure if Harry is still here, but he was here earlier moderating some comments for me. I think he might have gone off a while ago. But I've got plenty of other mods, so hopefully one of those will be along to take over. What's the game? The game is Euro Truck Simulator 2, Callum. Do I play Farming Sim? Yes, I do, Ed, every Friday. Have I got pedals? Yes, I have. I've got brake and accelerate. I would like to get a clutch pedal at some point, especially since I'm planning on upgrading to get a H shifter, but at the minute, no clutch pedal. Oh, can I not sleep in this one? No, I can't sleep in this one either, evidently. Can I sleep in any of these bays? Okay. It's not going to let me sleep here. I think it's because of the tandem trailer. Sometimes, like, it gets a bit awkward about letting you actually sleep. Hold on. I mean, there's another sleep space there, which is not far away. We can try and go to that one. Yeah, I know. I've been fined like 3 times now for not sleeping. I'm trying to find somewhere. They won't let me. They won't let me sleep. Do I play Mortal Kombat? I've never played Mortal Kombat, Ed. No. Sorry. I'm familiar with it. I've heard of it, but I've never actually played it. No. Will you black out if you don't sleep? Yeah, eventually, if you don't sleep for a while, you will fall asleep at the wheel, and then you'll end up losing control of the truck temporarily. Which is why I'm desperately trying to find a place that I actually can sleep. Ah! That's four tickets for not sleeping. Okay, please let me sleep in this one. Thank God for that. Whew, okay. There we go. Okay, let me just pause for a second. Fit check time? Sure, Alex, I can give you a fit check right now. If I just back up a little. There's the fit. Very short skirt today. Fortunately not too short. You can't see anything up there. But this is one of the outfits that I got from Pretty Little Thing. Last week, I mentioned it yesterday. I got the outfit that I wore yesterday and in Sunday's live stream as well. They were both brand new outfits, and so is today's. And I'm also wearing pigtails. 1 second. I've never worn pigtails before in my life. This is the first time I've ever tried wearing them, and I like them. I think they work for me. I love pigtails. Thanks, Alex. And other Alex says slay. Thank you very much, Alex. But yeah, I love these. I'm very happy with them. Like, previously I've only ever worn a ponytail. Like, ever since I came out, I pretty much just constantly wore a ponytail. But I've tried experimenting with my hair a little bit more recently. In Sunday's live stream, I had a little bit of a plait. And today I've tried the ponytails. So, been a little bit more adventurous recently. Okay, let's get back to let me have a drink and then we'll get back to the game. I love your hair. Thank you very much, Zara. H. Obo says, Dreesmax, yes, I am homosexual. There's lots of videos on YouTube you can do for your hair. Yeah, I would like to learn how to style my hair a bit more because I pretty much just let it grow, which is nice. And I do like how my hair is by itself, but I would like to style it a bit more as well. Oh, what's happened? Oh, 1 second. Catch you later. See you later, Charlotte. Thanks for joining. Have I tried bangs? I've tried bangs a little bit, Astrid. I don't like having hair over my face. Like, even if it's just a tiny bit, like over my cheek, for some reason, it makes me really uncomfortable. I always have to have my hair behind my ears like this. So yeah, I have tried bangs, but I just didn't feel very comfortable wearing them. Again, I don't like the feeling of having hair over my face at all. Okay, let's get back to the game. So, jobs, cargo market. Let's see if there's any jobs from here. And I think we said earlier that we were going to try and head towards the UK, so we'll see if there's anything in that direction. Do I have a Winky, yes or no? Yes, I do, anonymous user 321123. I'm not going to show it to you, but rest assured, it is there. We'll go Groningen in the Netherlands, because then we can just hop across Calais to the UK. So we'll go down through Sweden to the Netherlands. 94,000, not bad for rye this time. So another grain crop. What a weird question, says. Yeah, it is a weird question, but I always find the best way to deal with weird questions is to answer them. Like, out-weird the person asking the question by giving them an honest answer. Yes, I do have a penis. If that bothers you, you are free to leave the stream at any time. Oh, that's my indicator. Am I happy? Exceptionally. Judge Dredd, yes. Sorry, I had a bit of a hard time pronouncing your name just there. Yes, I'm incredibly happy with my life at the moment. Good, that's all that matters. Yeah, I think so. That's all that matters to me. I think all any of us can do in life is be happy. You know, as long as you're being happy and your happiness isn't affecting anyone else, then go for it. What sim stuff do you use? I have got, in terms of the steering wheel and side panel, Harrison, this is the Logitech G Heavy Equipment Bundle. I'm actually planning on upgrading this soon, but at the minute, this is what I'm using. It's £230. You can buy it direct from Logitech's own website. So it's a very good like low budget entry level kit if you wanna get into like peripherals, you know, like in this case heavy duty equipment peripheral. But you know, it's a good place to start. And I like I say, I am planning on upgrading to a Thrustmaster next month. But if you're, like I say, if you're just wanting to get started, if you want to get yourself a similar like setup for trucking or farming or what have you, it's a really good starter kit. £230. You get the wheel, the panel, and 2 pedals as well. So yeah, it's really great. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, we're jackknifing. Georgia says, refusing to take it back. Take what back? What's jackknifing? So jackknifing is when the trailer and the truck hit each other as you're like turning a tight corner or reversing or what have you. And because my truck currently has 3 different articulation points, it's very easy to do with this particular rig. Hit the lamppost there. What does the link take me to? The link above my head will take you to my mod list. So if you are a Euro Truck player and you want to play with the same mods that I'm playing with right now, type that link into your browser and go to my mod list. It has a full list of all the mods I'm using and the links for where you can download them for yourself. So yeah, again, if you want to play with the same mods that I'm using, type that link in and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Oh, Georgia says, I had that set up but mine broke after a couple of months and they refused to take it back. I'm sorry to hear that, Georgia. That is a shame. I mean, my wheels never had any problems, so I can't really say anything about the customer service aspect, but you know, if you have had a difficult experience with customer service, then I am sorry to hear that. That's also part of the reason that I'm not upgrading to the Hori heavy equipment bundle, which I was originally planning to, because I've heard that their customer service is quite poor as well. Thanks for following Farmer Jake 70. Oh, it's really pouring down now. I think we'll have to open the windows so we can see our mirrors. Woo! Too busy looking at my windows, my mirrors then. I use a Logitech G steering wheel, says Harrison. Nice one, Harrison. Logitech customer service is really poor. Well, I'll take your word for it. Like I say, I've been lucky enough that I've never had to contact customer service because my wheels never had any problems. But you know, when it is always very frustrating when something goes wrong and customer service basically won't help you or palm you off. So I'm sorry to hear that their customer service isn't up to scratch. Thanks for following Transport Around the North. Game name is Euro Truck Simulator 2. How are you? I'm not bad, Louis. Not bad. The weather has suddenly turned miserable. In-game, in real life, the weather is roasting hot again. Okay, when do we next need to sleep, by the way? This time I'm gonna have the forethought to put in our rest point and it's going to be one that we can actually use. A bit further. A bit further. There's no more until right down here. Okay. So the best place to sleep then would be in Gavle. There. 11 hours, 4 minutes. And then the one in Soderham... Oh, that's not even a rest point. That's just a petrol station. Okay. There's that one there in Gavle, but by the looks of it on the map, we're not going to be able to get in there. It's going to be a tiny little place that our truck won't fit into. We could take a slight detour off the plotted course and go to this rest point here. Or actually, no, we'll go to this repair point in Uppsala, because the repair places always have sleeping points as well. And then if we get any damage on the way, we can repair it there. So that's what we'll do. Wrong lane. Ooh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Does anyone know if SnowRunner is any good? Oh, I absolutely love SnowRunner, WBA, and MudRunner before it. I think they're both fantastic games. Love the super realistic mud physics in both games. And I believe they've just announced another game, right? Which is like a construction site simulator. But with the same physics engine as MudRunner and SnowRunner, so I will absolutely be checking that out when it comes around. Is it realistic? Yeah. So like the whole point of the game is that it's got very realistic mud physics. That's like literally the whole premise of the game. It is very good fun. And you can play it with a wheel as well, because I have played both MudRunner and SnowRunner with this very same wheel. What's the ball on the wheel? So the ball on the wheel is so that I can steer with one hand and still have full control. I mean, obviously you can steer with one hand like this as well, but having your hand on the little ball there is very helpful, and it's particularly useful for like navigating tight corners and reversing and stuff like that. Thanks for following, Scania Lover. I hate the wheel shakes, so do I, Jack. Like I say, once I upgrade next month to the Thrustmaster wheel, we won't have that problem anymore. And I'll also get some nice force feedback, so I'm very excited to finally be upgrading my wheel. What's your favourite colour? I like green, real. I like khaki green. I didn't realise how much how much clothing I owned in khaki green, but I've got quite a lot of it. I love that colour. Can you give me a shout out, please? I certainly can, Scania Lover. Thank you so much for following as well. Do I use pro mods? Yes, I do, Malthi, as well as various other mods as well. I've actually got 133 mods active in this mod pack right now. If you want to see my full mod list, that link above me will take you to it. So if you want to play with the same mods that I'm playing with, that will show you where you can get them all. What sim games do you play? Mostly Euro Truck and Farming Sim. I do play a lot of Train Sim as well. And I guess you could count SnowRunner and MudRunner as simulation games. So I've played a lot of those as well. And I have played a tiny bit of Bus Simulator 18, but I didn't really enjoy it. A lot of people have recommended OMSI, so I might check OMSI out as a bus simulator. I love train sims. Have I played Railroader? I haven't, no. I've played Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic, Trains with a Z, and I guess Rolling Line you might count as a train simulator. It's more like a model railway simulator, but I absolutely love Rolling Line. Okay, I'm going to close my windows because the noise is very loud. But if we do ever need to see in our mirrors again, I'll have to put them back down. What do you do in Mudrunner? Never played it. So basically you just move stuff about. If I remember right, you have to do like construction projects. Like it'll say pick up these logs and transport them to this place, but there's like no roads or anything. It's all just like woodland with lots of mud about, and that's like the real draw of the game, is that you basically are trying to transport stuff through this very thick mud, and it's got very, very realistic mud physics. Did I ever try BeamNG? I've never tried BeamNG. Frankly, my PC wouldn't be powerful enough for it, but I've always wanted to try it. When I eventually get round to upgrading my PC, I would like to take BeamNG for a spin, because it does look absolutely fantastic. And again, it's another game with very realistic physics. Why are my windscreen wipers off? Oh, because I accidentally shut the engine down. Are the DLC worth it? I think so, Blake. Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, like, if you want to use mods, you basically have to have DLC. Almost all map mods are based on owning the DLC. Pro mods, for example, you can only get pro mods if you have all the DLCs. And even on their own, they're really great as well. I particularly like, I think it's Road to the Black Sea is the one that adds in Romania, Bulgaria and Turkey. That's my favourite one. I absolutely love the scenery. My main garage is in Craiova in Romania, because I just absolutely love that particular DLC. But they're all worth it. They're definitely all worth getting. What farming simulator do you play? At the minute, Scania Lover, we're playing FS22, but I have pre-ordered the collector's edition of FS25, and we will be playing that as soon as it drops. When does FS25 come out? Woo! 12th of November, Harry. What happens if you crash? Our truck gets damaged. Thanks for following Amy Summers. I don't know how to start FS22. What do you mean, Blake? Do you mean like you can't actually launch the game, or do you mean like you don't know what to do in the game? Because if you're struggling with like how to actually play the game, just go on Elm Creek, and it has like a full tutorial in there to show you all the base mechanics and how to farm, basically. And if you're a beginner, like, obviously turn off all of the like realism stuff, like periodic ploughing and seasonal growth and stuff like that. Basically, there's 3 tasks that you have to do. You have to plant the crop, harvest the crop, and then get the field ready for planting the next crop. Those are the 3 essential jobs, and then everything else really is optional. So as long as you've got a harvester, a cultivator, and a seeder, you can keep the farm going. And then obviously there's optional stuff like adding fertilizer and spraying weed killer and etc. etc. But yeah, farming basically, crop farming boils down to planting, harvesting, and then getting ready to plant again. Do you have a car license? I don't have a driver's license, no, of any kind, and I don't intend on driving IRL. Can you use the steering wheel on FS22? Yes, you can. In fact, this wheel itself is specifically designed for Farming Sim 22. Other wheels will work with it, but like this one and the side panel here are especially designed for FS22. How come you don't want to drive? I just don't feel that I really need to. I live in an area with fairly decent public transport. Driving is, it just seems like an unnecessary expense to me. Like, you know, you've got to pay for the actual car, then there's insurance, road tax, MOT, you know, fuel costs, etc, etc, etc. And it just seems like a lot of money to spend for something that I don't really need to do. Like, I can manage with just public transport. I wish I didn't have to drive. My city's kind of necessary. I get that, Alex. Yeah, I get. You know, if I had to drive, if I was in a place where driving was like the only option, of course I'd do it. But like I say, I feel like where I am right now, I just don't really need to do it. How are you? I'm good, Robin. How are you? What time are we on, by the way? 10 to 5, so we got another hour and 10 minutes left on the stream. Which means we'll definitely get this job done and potentially get started with another one. Where was Minecraft Monday? There was no Minecraft Monday this week, cheeky debate. Minecraft Monday has taken a bit of a break. It will be back again in October. But there will be no Minecraft Monday this month. Good, thanks, says Robin. Glad to hear it, Robin. Have I ever played Farming with Friends on Roblox? I've never played Roblox, Hannah, to be honest with you. What country are you in and where are we going? We're in Sweden at the minute and we're heading towards the Netherlands. Am I a full-time gamer? No. I do a lot of other things beside gaming. If you saw yesterday's live stream, for example, you'd know that I'm also quite big on railway modelling. I've got various other hobbies that I do as well. If you look at my channel, there's a lot of piano videos on there. I do other stuff besides gaming. It's just one of many hobbies that I have. And I do want to start talking more about my other hobbies, which is why I wanted to do yesterday's live stream. And obviously I've done some Lego live streams before. I've done a live stream with my jumping spider, and so on and so forth. I really enjoyed your live yesterday when you were talking us through your trains. Thank you, Hannah. That means a lot. It's one of those things, like, I appreciate the fact that it's not a hobby that everyone's into, but it's a hobby that I'm into, you know, and I've always said, like, obviously it's nice when I do a live stream and everyone, you know, hundreds of people watch it because it's a game that people really enjoy, but, you know, I also enjoy doing live streams of things that I personally enjoy, you know, even if they're not necessarily all that popular, which is why I want to do live streams like yesterday's one. You know, it's a hobby that I enjoy, and that's really the important thing to me. And again, I'm glad that you got some enjoyment out of it as well. How long is it going to take you to drive? Let's see, 7 hours 29, about 15-20 minutes. Where was our rest point? I think it was Uppsala. Which we're quite a while away from yet. Oh, that was to the rest point, sorry. It's about 20 minutes till we get to the rest point. The actual drive is 32 hours. So I would say maybe an hour or so. No, actually, longer than that. An hour, maybe it'll take us to the end of the stream, actually. We'll see how it goes. Oh, a bit fast there. Slow it down a little bit. Bit more. Thanks for following, Trucker Joey. I must say the trailer's pretty good. No complaints about the trailer so far. So the real time it would take is shortened for the game. Yeah, the game time is very much compressed. It takes a lot less time than it would do in real life. And obviously the map itself is scaled down as well. It's like a scale of 1 to 19. So 1 mile in game translates to 19 miles in real life. Oh, that's nice. Oh, thanks for following too. Sorry, I didn't see that. Are the roads actually mapped off real roads? Yeah, they are. So they're not necessarily accurate to the real life thing. But you can see right now I'm driving on Route E4, which is a real motorway in Sweden. So it's not. It won't follow the exact same route as the real E4, obviously. Oh, I'm out of fuel. What? I wasn't even. I wasn't even paying attention to our fuel consumption, to be quite honest with you. Whoops. Better put on the hazards. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull over here. And we'll have to get an emergency refueling. I genuinely didn't even notice that we were that low on fuel. But we have apparently we've run out. Okay, is there enough room there for the bus to get past? Yeah, that'll be go. That'll do. Okay. Emergency refueling. Oh dear. Okay, we need to pay more attention to how much fuel we've got. There is a fuel station straight ahead, so we'll have to go to that. Okay, turn the hazards off. And we are going to have to back up ever so slightly because there's a sign directly in front of us. Yeah, you can get an emergency refueling. It only gives you enough fuel to do a few miles. Like you can see there, I've only got 94 miles of fuel. So it just gives you a little bit so that you can get to the nearest petrol station. But you can do that if you run out. You can get an emergency top-up. Directly ahead of us anyway, so we'll pull in there, get ourselves filled up, and then continue on our merry way. So we are in, I cannot read that. Orn Skoldsvik. Lovely. Good night, bestie. It's time to sleep. Good night, Alex. Thanks for joining today. Sleep well. How much was the setup? My full setup was about £1,300. So if you want to check out the exact price of everything that I've got here, check out my pinned video. It's a full price breakdown of all of my different components. But yeah, about 1,300 for all of it. What are you doing? Am I using pedals too? Yes, I am, Poppy Pork. I do also have pedals. Ooh, that was very close. Thanks for following AMXHT77. And thank you, George, as well. Oh, we're still not full. Now we're full. And we've still got 5.5 hours until we need to sleep. Oh, have we just gotten caught? Yep. Back it up a touch. Oh, please don't tell me we're stuck. Okay, we're okay. What's the beacon on your desk for? That is actually a working beacon light. The truck we're driving now doesn't have a beacon, so it won't actually work right now. But if you are driving a vehicle with a beacon light, that does actually work. It came with a collector's edition of Farming Simulator 22. Do I have a car? No, I don't. I don't drive in real life, STFC. Why don't you mod your truck and put a beacon light bar on it? The thing is, I would, but I don't actually like any of the beacon lights that are available for this particular truck. I just don't like how they look all that much. The beacon's more for Farming Sim anyway, because most of the vehicles in Farming Sim, especially the modern ones, have got beacon lights. How are you? I'm good, Apex God. What's your name? My name is Saul, S-A-U-L. Do I have a cat? Well, there's an interesting question. Yes and no. I personally don't have a pet cat, but there are 3 cats in the house that I currently live in. So, I've mentioned it before, but I currently live with my brother. And he and his girlfriend have got 2 cats. And then recently we've also taken in my granddad's cat temporarily. My granddad recently moved into a home and they wouldn't let him take his cat with him, unfortunately. So we agreed to sort of look after it temporarily until some other arrangement can be made. So yeah. Like I say, there are 3 cats in the house, but technically none of them are my cat. But as I mentioned earlier, I do come from a family of cat lovers. Everyone in the family has cats. My dad's got 4 cats. My stepmom also has 4 cats. We are very much a cat family. Hot, says Josh Butcher. Thanks, Josh. How's the drive going? It's going good, James. It's going good. This is actually our second delivery of the day. We started off in Helsinki and delivered to Lilleå, I think it was, in Sweden, and now we're going from Lilleå to Groningen, which is in the Netherlands. And I was hoping we'd have time for one more job from the Netherlands to the UK, but I don't think we will get that done today. So I might do that off camera so we can start in the UK in the next live stream. What does AMA mean? AMA is short for Ask Me Anything, George. And Phonesy says, I like your name. Thank you very much, Phonesy. I like it too. And as I've mentioned before, that is actually my birth name as well. That's the name that my parents gave me when I was born. Why didn't you react to my gift? Sorry, Will. Thank you very much for the gift. Gifts, whenever I get a gift, it doesn't actually pop up on my screen. So if you do give me a gift and I don't read it out, I genuinely just didn't see it. I'm really sorry. But thank you very much for sending that. I don't understand if you enjoy it that much. Just do your HGV. They're not hard. I don't understand this sentiment. It always seems really ridiculous to me when people ask me this question. Like, what if you enjoy trucking simulators so much? Why don't you just drive a truck in real life? Like, it's a video game. Like, that's like saying to someone who plays FIFA, oh, why don't you just become a professional footballer if you like FIFA so much, you know? Or, oh, you like Train Simulator? Why don't you just become a train driver? Like, because I enjoy doing it in-game, but I don't want to do it as a job. That's why. Or like Flight Simulator. I've got a mate who's really into Flight Simulator. Yes. Sorry, it looks like TikTok's having a little bit of a connectivity issue right now. There we go. Should be okay. But playing a game is a waste of time. Why not earn money? Life is about bettering yourself. Again, I don't understand why you're directing this question at me specifically. There are literally millions of people who play Euro Truck Simulator. So I don't understand it when people come onto my live stream and they're like, why don't you drive a truck in real life? Like, why don't the millions of other people who play this game drive trucks in real life? It's a video game. I do it for fun. I don't want to do it as a job. End of. Why are you ignoring me? Sorry, how's your Moth Turf? I didn't see your previous comment there. You said, how's your day been? It's been very good. It's been very good. How's your day been? Please don't act like I'm attacking you. I simply asked a question. Yeah, you asked me a question, and I answered it, and then you said, oh, but you're wasting your time playing a video game. Like, you know, if you just asked the question, and then I answered, and you said, okay, fair enough, then that would have been the end of the discussion. But, like, you had to keep digging, didn't you? How much did all your setup cost? About 1,300 Harv. If you check my pinned video, I do a full cost breakdown of all of my components. Josh, all good. By the way, I'm not mad, but you didn't really, but you didn't read my message. Sorry, Josh. Send it again. It's too far up the chat now for me to see if you did send it, but send me it again and I'll try to read it. I do apologise. Like I say, if ever I don't read questions, I do apologise. I try to read as many comments as I can, but you know, I'm trying to drive as well, and I do get a lot of comments. So again, if your question or comment doesn't get read out, please don't take it personally or anything. I got OMSI 2. I remember you saying you would try it out. It's very realistic. Thanks for the heads up, B Aviation. Oh, there's a bike. Yeah, I really do want to get OMSI. So many people have recommended to me, and I've heard that it is like one of the most realistic simulation games out there. So I very much would like to try OMSI, which, if anyone doesn't know, OMSI is a bus simulator. And yeah, a lot of people have recommended it to me, so I might try. I might wait actually until I've upgraded to my new wheel with the force feedback, and then I'll try and download OMSI and play it with that. I got the London add-on. It's very good. It's the most realistic bus game out there. Yeah, so I've heard. And I definitely want to check it out at some point, and I probably will stream it when we do. Where did you buy the setup? So the wheel and side panel are from the Logitech website. Again, if you check out my pinned video, I do say where all of my stuff's from in that. But just for a basic breakdown, the wheel and steering wheel setup is from Logitech, and the computer is from Bedrock Computers. Why am I making the truck trans? Because I'm trans, Scottish AV geek, and I like to show it off. I'm very proud of it, so that's why my truck is in the colours of the trans flag. I want everyone to know wherever I go that I'm trans and proud of it. Okay, I think there was a question from James which I missed. Sorry, James. I think you asked what my favourite game to play on stream was. I think probably this, to be honest. I really like my Euro Truck lives. Farm Sim's good, and Minecraft Monday has its moments, but this game in particular, I really enjoy playing it on stream. It's very relaxing, and everyone seems to enjoy it. It frequently gets more views and follows than my other streams tend to. Today's one's been a little bit quieter, but yeah, it's definitely one of the most popular games that I play on stream, and I really love this game, so I'd say probably this is my favourite game to stream. What truck you driving? This Archie is the Scania Streamline. How old was I when I realised I wanted to transition? 22. I came out in July of 2021, so just over 3 years ago. Was it easy to come out, says Ashton. I think I sort of built it up in my head and made it harder than it actually had to be, because my parents were very accepting and they've been very okay about it. But like in my head, I was really worried that they wouldn't be accepting about it, so I sort of was really scared to actually come out to them. So I feel like it was hard to do, but then afterwards, when they were so great about it, I realised like I really didn't need to make it that hard. I should have just been a bit more relaxed about it. What is that you touch with your right hand? The control panel here. Mostly the stick here that I'm using controls the indicators, and then these buttons all do various things as well. We got windscreen wipers, we've got windows, we got warning lights, and so on and so forth. And the little one here at the front that I have been pressing quite a lot, that activates the cruise control. So I don't have my foot on the accelerator right now, I'm using cruise control, so it's just driving on its own. And then all you have to do to deactivate cruise control is put your foot on either pedal. Is that the Farm Sim wheel setup? Yes it is, Jake. It's the Logitech G Heavy Equipment Bundle, which is designed for FS22. Where are you driving to? We're currently driving to Groningen in the Netherlands, Archie. How much did it cost? It's £230, Jake. That's direct from the Logitech website. You might be able to find it cheaper from other places. And again, if you want to find out the exact cost of all of my components in my setup, check my pinned video. How do you put your indicators on? I do it with this stick here, just move it left and right. No disrespect, I'm just curious, did you try and lose muscle to look more feminine? I didn't, Seb. I am naturally very skinny. I am technically underweight, but I've like always been underweight. It's just, you know, that's just like my natural body state. I've always been very very thin. Like I've always had quite a slim figure, which I think has helped me a lot because especially my waist. I've got a very thin waist, which I think works in my favour. Not that, you know, I'm not trying to say that that you can't have a more full figure and be just as valid. But yeah, like I say, I've always been underweight. I've never really had much choice in the matter. I've always eaten a healthy diet and I exercise well and all that kind of stuff. It's just my body naturally wants me to be very thin. And I really struggle to put on weight of any kind. So, you know, my body's just decided that this is how much I'm going to weigh for my entire life, and I can't really do anything about it. Have I always had long hair, or have I grown it since coming out? I've grown it since I came out. Before I came out, I had very short hair. I actually used to get it shaved, almost completely bald, like the shortest grade possible. But since coming out, I've embraced it a lot more, and I've taken a lot more care and attention with my hair. And I've been growing it now for about 3.5 years. Since a little bit before I came out, I started growing it for about 6 months, and then I came out. So yeah, about 3.5 years to get it to this length. Give up, says Lola Jones, back up XO. That's not a very nice thing to say, Lola, but no, I don't plan on giving up anytime soon. I'm 3 years in and loving every second of it. I'm happier than I've ever been in my entire life. I'm definitely not going to give up because one person on the internet told me to. Or 2 people for that matter. Thanks R9 for copy and pasting the exact same comment. What's your sexuality? I'm pansexual, Leo. I would definitely say I've got a stronger preference for women. Oh, you've just told me to give up anyway. Okay, thank you very much, Leo. Give up, give up, give up, give up, give up, give up, give up. I get it, you've learned how to press Control-C, Control-V. Congratulations. Oh, have I just driven straight past the sleep point again? Oh no, it's down here. It was the one in Uppsala, wasn't it? Once again, just to reiterate, like, I genuinely am happier than I've ever been in my entire life since coming out. My friends and family are all very accepting. I've been so lucky that the people around me are so open and loving. And yeah, it doesn't really matter how many people on the internet tell me to give up. It's not going to make the slightest bit of difference to me, because I'm living my life in a way that I feel comfortable. And yeah, I mean, what's pansexual? Pansexual means that I'm attracted to people of all genders, Jacob. Do I play online servers? Not really, Big G. Whenever I play multiplayer games, I prefer to play with people I know. I'm not really a big fan of online multiplayer with randoms, but I do play a lot of multiplayer games with my friends, but not like in online servers or anything like that. What car do you have in real life? I don't drive in real life, Theo. You look a bit strange. Thank you, Leo Ginty Sport. That is the aim. I woke up today and said, today I feel a little bit strange. Let's make that the look. Where are you driving to? We're currently driving to Groningen in the Netherlands. Thanks for following, Bradoodle. Your family not embarrassed, lad? Nope, my family are incredible. They are very accepting. I see my family on a regular basis. We have a very good relationship. I've got my mum and dad, my stepmum, 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and all of them are completely fine with my gender identity. They're all absolutely wonderful people. And if there was any family member who didn't accept it, then I'd just no longer consider them a family member anyway. So, bet your brothers hate you. Considering I currently live with one of my brothers, I would say he probably doesn't hate me, or he wouldn't be living with me. XY or YY, says Kyle Blakey. I think if I had YY chromosomes, there'd be a problem somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's impossible. Do I have any damage that needs repairing? Let's have a quick look. What game? The game's Euro Truck Simulator 2. Okay, we've only got half an hour left, so we'll get to the next rest point, and then we'll probably call it a day there. How old are you? I'm 25, i.e. Okay, we can get most of the way down to the bottom of Sweden. If we stop here just before Malmo. Yeah, and then I'll probably finish the job off camera. We'll see. How old were you when you started transitioning? I was 22. So was I, Evan. I also started transitioning at 22, which was, in my case, was 3 years ago. Are your parents proud? Yes, they are. DT Plays. In fact, my dad is a follower and regular viewer of my live streams. He's not here today, but he does pop in from time to time and says hello. which personally I love because like one of the most common comments that I get is like, "Oh, I bet your dad's proud of you," and like, yeah, he is very. Not only is he proud, but he frequently tells people about it. Okay, this is not turning red. I'm going. Your parents sound amazing. They are, Evan. I've been very, very lucky that my parents have been so accepting. I get that, you know, not all trans people are so lucky, or, you know, queer people in general are not always so lucky to have parents that are accepting. So I recognise that I have been incredibly lucky, and my parents have been so wonderful about my being transgender. What's the meaning of your TikTok username? So Ashbridge Industries is I call it my brand name. It dates back to when I was at university. I have a degree in game design, and when we would make like prototype games and stuff like that, we always had to put a label on them, like a brand. And I always used the name Ashbridge Industries, and it's just kind of stuck ever since. Whenever I do projects or stuff like this, I like to use that name. Ashbridge is my surname, so. Do you have Wonka? Yes, I do, Ruben. Very happy with it as well. Thanks for following, Aaron. XX or XY? That's better, Kyle Blakey. Now you're at least asking a question that has a possible answer. I don't know. I don't know, because I've never had my chromosomes tested, so there's no way to know for 100%. I would assume probably XY. But again, you don't really know for definite until you get a chromosome test. Do you know your chromosomes, Kyle? For like 100% certain, or have you never had a test either? Because you'd be surprised how common it is for people to get chromosome tests and find out that they don't actually have the chromosomes they thought they did. Like, it's surprisingly common for that to happen. So, you know, unless you know for definite what your chromosomes are, I don't think you can really be asking me that question. Like, they're probably XY, yeah, but no one knows for sure until they've had them tested. How's your day going? Very well, Jake, very well. Oh, we're back to that again, are we, R9? Give up, give up, give up. When was the last time you actually had an original thought, my guy? Or is it too much for you? You know, can you think for yourself? Are you capable of doing that? Try and say something apart from give up. Anything. Any other word in the English language. Just try for me. I know you can do it. I know you can be a big lad and say a different word. I believe in you. You're so beautiful. Thank you very much, DASHA03XOX. I'm not sure how you read that, but thank you very much for the comment. What country are you in? Right now we're in Sweden, Archie. And we're probably going to be in Sweden for the rest of the stream. We're not quite going to reach the Netherlands today, unfortunately. Oh, we're speeding slightly there. Sorry about that, officer. I love your setup. Thank you very much. Thank you. And again, if you want more details about my setup, check my pinned video for more information. R9 says definition of English or Spanish, and then R9 says the exact same comment again. Like, you really can't help it, can you? There's a bit of an echo in here, because like every single comment that you've left like 3 times in a row. Thanks for following DASHA03XOX. I lost faith in the world, says Joe443. I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. Hopefully I can help you restore your faith. I'm presuming that's why you've come to this live stream, because you were feeling a little bit down and you wanted to check in on your favourite trans content creator for a little bit of enlightenment. So, you know, hopefully I can help you out today. Thanks for following Ethan and Jamie and Evan. Much appreciated. Thanks for following Anybuy. At least try and talk like a bird, mate, says A Rigby 1. Which bird would you like me to talk like? Actually, scratch that. I can't do an impression of any birds. Don't ask me to do any bird impressions, please. A parrot? Yeah, I could do a parrot because they speak English. Or whatever language you speak to them in, I guess. But if you want a serious answer to that question, I do intend to do voice training at some point. But, you know, technically speaking, I already do have a woman's voice because I'm a woman and this is my voice, therefore it's a woman's voice. But I do intend to train my voice to be more feminine in the future, yes. Is your wheel set up properly? It is, Zentra. Unfortunately, it's quite old. I've had it for about 2 years and the sensors are going in it a little bit, which is part of the reason that I'm planning on upgrading it very soon. What game are you on tomorrow? We're going to be playing... we're not playing tomorrow, actually. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Next stream's going to be on Friday, Alistair, where we'll be doing some more Farming Simulator. Thanks for following Nick G's. When's Minecraft? So there's not going to be any Minecraft for a while. The next Minecraft's going to be in October. You're driving a car in-game because you can't in real life? No, I can't drive in real life. I have answered this question about 20 times in today's live stream alone. I can't drive in real life and I don't want to. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Next Minecraft's going to be in October. I'm not playing any Minecraft in September because I have other stuff that I want to do. Do you like your dad? Yes, I do. I love my dad very much, and he loves me as well. I see him very regularly. I'm planning on popping through to visit him this weekend, actually. Give up again, says R9. I'm begging you, please. Just have an original thought for once in your life. You've been here for like half an hour and all you've done is tell me to give up about 50 times? Like... is my dad a truck driver? No. There's no truck drivers in my family, no. Would I ever want to be a truck driver IRL? No, I don't want to do this for a living, by any means. I enjoy the game, but I don't want to be a trucker in real life. Would you rather be a truck driver or a farmer? If I did either job in real life, I'd prefer to be a farmer, to be honest. I think I would quite enjoy farming. People must be bored. Yeah, I mean, you must have a pretty boring life if you join the live stream of someone you don't like for half an hour. Like, the guy clearly doesn't like me, yet he's spent half an hour of his life just watching me drive a truck. Like, go do something else. Go live your life, my guy. Like, there's better things to do with your life than spend time leaving troll comments on the video of someone that you don't like. Am I alive tomorrow? I hope I'll be alive tomorrow, Alistair. Yes, I'm not live tomorrow, no. What age did you transition? 22, Kyle, so 3 years ago. Do I plan on having a family? Yes, I do, Murray. I do want to have kids one day. I'm not really in any rush to do it. And obviously, because I don't really plan on having any surgery anytime soon, it's not really a priority to like get it done urgently. But I would like to have kids in the future, yes. Bye, says Alistair. Bye, Alistair. See you on Friday. Can I get pregnant? No, I can't. I'll be supplying the other ingredient in that case. I'll be doing the easy job. It has to be said. Embarrassing, says Nick G's. Didn't you follow me like 10 minutes ago? When do you have to pull over for a rest? Not today. I think we can keep driving for quite a while before we actually have to sleep. When are you ending the live? What time are we on? About 20 minutes, Reed. Well, it depends how long it takes to get to this rest stop, but we normally end at 6 o'clock, so... Jack Purcell says, is that not boring? Ask R9, he's been here for an hour, so he must be enjoying it. I don't find it boring, and I'm sure, you know, most of the people viewing don't find it boring either, or they wouldn't be here. It's not for everyone, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if you do enjoy being here, then, you know, more power to you, and I'm glad to have you here. Have I ever liked football? I haven't, Reed, no. I've never been into football. What's in your truck? We're currently transporting rye, Andrew. We got a double... nearly hit the ambulance. We got a double trailer here, Feld binder, filled to the brim with rye, which we're taking to the Netherlands at the minute. What sports do you like? I'm not a very sporty person, WBA. I've never really been interested in sports. I prefer to like do solo activities like running, cycling, that kind of stuff. I don't really enjoy like team sports. That being said, I'm a big fan of badminton. I do quite enjoy a nice game of badminton. Do you have to stop for fuel? Yes, we do. We've got just under 300 miles of fuel left, so I will refuel fairly soon, actually. In fact, wherever the next service station is, I might pull in and refill. What happens if you crash? So the truck does get damaged if we crash. You can't actually physically see the damage, but there is a damage meter to show you how much the truck has been damaged. And then you have to pay to get it repaired. How are you today? I'm good, Mackenzie. Very good. What happens if you speed? You can get speeding tickets. If you drive past a speed camera or a police car and you're going too fast, you will get a speeding ticket. Can the police pull you over? They can't pull you over, no, it just appears on your HUD that you've been fined. Massive respect to the person streaming, taking no notice of trolls. Thank you, SBSC Jamie 210. Yeah, I never take any notice of trolls. Well, that's a lie. I do read out troll comments, but I don't like take them to heart or anything. What's a realistic bus game? So, I've never played it, but I've heard very good things about OMSI. A lot of people have recommended OMSI to me, so I would like to check that out once I've upgraded to my new wheel. And I will be streaming it as well if you want to see me play OMSI, which is a bus simulator. Keep an eye out in October, and I might give it a whirl. Road Trans, yeah, that's me. Thanks for following SBSC Jamie 210 as well. How was it when coming out, says Harry. It was good, it was alright. Thanks for following as well, Aiden. And BP. And Andrew Christopher H. And Toby. Okay. Oh, we're speeding now. Okay, I'm going to stop reading out the follows for a minute because I've lost my concentration on the road. But thank you everyone who is following right now. Back to the question that I was answering. So when I came out, I built it up in my head a lot. I was very, very scared of coming out because I genuinely had no idea how my family were going to take it. And in my case, I was very much getting worried about nothing because they were all very accepting of it. Which was a huge relief, but I also kind of felt like, well, that's a bit anticlimactic. In a good way, but I was just like, you know, in my head I'd built it up so much, and I was like, you know, what if it goes wrong? What if I get kicked out of the house? Or, you know, what if they disown me or whatever? So I was absolutely terrified to actually do it. But it went really smoothly. They were so accepting and understanding, which was just such a relief. And I've been very lucky in that respect to have friends and family who've been so open and accepting of my identity. PC game, I assume. I played one trucking game on Xbox. It was terrible. Yes, Andy. I assume the game you played was probably the original Euro Truck Simulator, which is on console, and it's a bit crap. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is PC only. What mods do you have? I've got about 133 mods, Blake. If you want to check them out, that link above me is actually my mod list. So if you want to have a look at what mods I've got, if you want to download and play with the same mods that I have for yourself, check out that link and it will take you to my entire Euro Truck mod list. Oh, I need to be on the left here. And I hit that bike. Okay, we got 1% damage on the truck, but I think that's from wear and tear, because I haven't actually hit anything on the front end. Are the mods resource consuming? Not particularly, to be honest, Blake. Some mods more than others. It kind of depends how many original assets they add in, because a lot of mods like just reuse base game assets, but for mods that add in like unique roads and buildings and vehicles, etc., etc., some of them can get quite resource heavy. It definitely massively affects the load time. Like, it takes a solid 20 minutes for the game to load because there's that many mods. But once it's actually loaded, it runs fairly smoothly. It does stutter a bit when you're driving into a modded area. Like, if I drive from one modded area to another, it'll lag for a minute while the new area loads in. But apart from that, yeah, it runs pretty smoothly once you've got it up and running. Although, of course, it does entirely depend on your setup as well. Like, I've got quite a lot of RAM, but only 3 gigs of VRAM. I've only got 3 gigabyte GPU. So it really depends on your individual PC setup as well. How are you, Saul? I'm good, Harris. I'm very good today. How are you? Truck and Simulator Logistics, it was called. Very repetitive. I've not heard of that one, actually, Andy. But I'll take your word for it. If you say it was crap, I'll believe you. Keep up the effort. Out of interest, what's your PC specs? Thanks very much, Random Viewer 1876. Oh, excuse me. So my PC specs, I've got an Intel i5 6500 processor, 3GB Asus GTX 1050 Ti GPU, and 32GB of Kingston Fury 2666 MHz DDR4 RAM. So in short, 32 gig RAM, 3 gig graphics, and an Intel i5. Love the streams. Thanks very much, Jay. Thanks for following as well, Random Viewer 1876. What mods do you use, says Randomer. Again, if you want to check out my full mod list, that link just above my head will take you to it. But just as a quick rundown, Pro Mods, first of all, Pro Mods Europe, Pro Mods Middle East, and Pro Mods The Great Steppe. We got Rus Map, Sibir Map, Heart of Africa, Horn of Africa, Beyond Map, Southeast Asia, and a few revamps as well. We got Iberia revamp, Italy revamp, France, Nordic revamp. There's a lot of stuff in there. If I just very quickly show you my actual map, just to give you an idea of some of the places we can go. We can go all the way up to Iceland here, as well as some parts of Greenland. We can go up to the top of the Nordic countries. A lot of Russia, like a huge amount of Russia we can explore. We can actually drive all the way to China, as well as North and South Korea. We've got Indonesia over here, as well as Singapore, Burma, Malaysia, lots of countries in that region. We can also go down to Africa, and we can drive all the way down to Cape Town in South Africa. At the minute, I've only ever gotten as far as Botswana, but there, you know, a lot of Africa there. Over to the west as well, we can get over to Senegal and Gambia. So yeah, a huge map combo. Like I say, I've got 133 mods active, and most of those are map mods. So again, if you want to have like a big map with lots of different areas to explore, check out the link above me to see my mod list. Just follow the instructions and you can play with the same mod list that I've got right now. Can you drive to Grimsby on game? I can, Cowbeck. Fun fact, my first garage when I first played the game was Grimsby. I don't have a garage in Grimsby anymore, but that's where I bought my first garage when I started playing the game. That was back when I didn't have any DLC or anything, it was just the base game. But yeah, I did start in Grimsby all those years ago. Thanks for following South Luxie, Alice035, much appreciated, and also Henley and Oliver Jolly06. Can you drive to Fife? I'm not 100% sure about Fife. Whereabouts is Fife? Sorry, I'm not the best at geography. I mean, I don't see it. So I'm going to say no. Oh yeah, you can. I saw it. Where did you see it? I can't see it. Anyway. Back to it. Have I ever been to Grimsby in real life? Unfortunately, yes. I have been to Grimsby. I live quite near Grimsby, so. Well, I say I've been to Grimsby. I've been through Grimsby on my way to Cleethorpes. I don't think I've ever actually been around Grimsby town itself. But I have passed through it briefly en route to Cleethorpes. I live in Grimsby, says Cal. My condolences, Cal. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's a really lovely place to live. I don't know, but I've heard not. Not that I can really say Doncaster's the most amazing place in the world. I'm out of fuel. Again! We've done it again! I need to keep an eye on the fuel gauge. That's the second time today that we've run out of fuel. Okay, hazard lights on, handbrake on, emergency refueling. Real quick. Whoops-a-daisy. That truck's a beast. Thanks, Aiden. Why do you live in Doncaster? That's just where my family's from. I'm actually from Harrogate originally in North Yorkshire, but I moved to Doncaster when I was very young, and I've lived here most of my life, apart from a very brief period when I lived in Bath while I was at university. Okay, so we're going to have to get to a petrol station urgently. Oh, we're only 17 minutes away from my next rest stop anyway, so we'll get to there. What did you do at uni? Game design, Janie. The official name of my degree is Creative Computing brackets Gaming, but it's easier to just say game design. Do you eat cheese? Yes, I do, Anonymous. I am a big fan of cheese. My first word was cheese. Fun fact. Okay, I'm gonna... wait. I'll sleep first and then refuel. Although actually, no, that was a mistake. Now I've accidentally bypassed the petrol station. Okay. And I can't fit in here anyway because of the double trailer. Don't honk at me. Oh, he's not honking at me. I set off the alarm on that other truck. Whoops. What's the best cheese, though? I'm a Stilton enjoyer myself, Jay. I like Stilton. Unpopular opinion, I know. It's not the most popular of cheeses. It has a bit of a reputation. But I quite enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to have to do something a little bit illegal here to get to the actual refueling point. I do love Cathedral, says Jay. I mean, yeah, you can't beat a bit of cheddar, you know. I wouldn't say cheddar's my favourite cheese, but come on, it's cheddar. It's like one of the most popular cheeses there is, for good reason. It's a very nice cheese. Did you graduate from your course? Yes, I did. I graduated with a 2-1. I was very, very close to getting a first, and I know, you know, getting very close isn't the same as actually getting a first, but I was genuinely very close. I spoke to my my head lecturer about it, about having it remarked, but I didn't want to go through the hassle of it, especially because, like, when you get it remarked, there's always a risk of the grade going down. So I just took the 2-1 and I accepted it, but literally, if I'd got like 10% higher marks in one exam, I would have got a first. So I'm a little bit bitter about that. I'm a bit annoyed about that, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to stop here for today because we are just about at 6 o'clock. I mean, it's not the best place to park. I'll try and straighten it out a little bit. That'll have to do. No, please, says Elliot. Oh, I mean, it's 6 o'clock, Elliot. I always end my streams at 6 o'clock. Let me just out of curiosity, how long's left on the job? Oh, it's a very long job, unfortunately. I think I am going to have to call it a day here. $30 more minutes. Everyone's saying 30 more minutes. Let me just have a quick look. Why? What's going on here? Why can I not drive that way? Is that a one-way motorway? Because for some reason it's trying to route me around there. Huh. Or maybe there's a connection that's bugged out or something. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. I will drive down to this island here, which I believe is in German territory. So we'll drive down to Germany, which will take us maybe like 10-15 minutes, and then I will end it there. You've convinced me. I will play for a little bit longer. Will I stream tomorrow? No, Elliot. I don't stream on Wednesdays currently. Wednesday is usually like my video upload day, although I don't actually have any videos planned for this week. Maybe something later in the week, I don't know. We'll have to see. But like I say, there's no videos planned for this week, and my next live stream will be on Friday. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Sophie, I'm guessing that's Sophie? I'm not sure because of the B. Do correct me if I'm wrong. And Oakley Scott as well. Thank you, Dylan B142 and Sir Lewis Hamilton 8X. Grow a pair? Already have, Carl. I was born with a pair. I might actually just have to go and draw my curtains real quick because the sun is right behind me at the moment, and it's really getting in my eye from that side. So I'll be back in like 2 seconds. That's a little bit better. Do you like space? Yes, I do, Tarkan. I absolutely love space. I'm obsessed with space. I've always been very interested in space, particularly like our solar system. You know, I love like space in general, but in particular, I love learning about our own solar system and like our local neighborhood of planets. I'd say my favourite planet is probably Venus. I think it's so fascinating to me that like it's our closest neighbour, but it's just such a completely different environment to Earth, and it's like completely unsurvivable to us, you know, with our current technology. But it also just blows my mind that despite how inhospitable it is, Venus was actually the first planet in the solar system that we sent a probe to. We actually sent a probe to Venus before we ever sent one to Mars, which is crazy to think about. Because actually, like, before Venus was explored by landers, people actually did think that it was habitable. People thought that because it's such a similar size and shape to the Earth, and because the surface is hidden under all those clouds, people genuinely believed that, you know, Venus would have like a pleasant, survivable atmosphere on the surface. And then the Venera probes from Russia were sent out there in like the 60s and 70s, and discovered that's obviously not the case, and that's the only reason that we know what the surface of Venus is actually like today, because we've sent unmanned probes to the surface. Which again just blows my mind, like a planet as inhospitable as Venus, and we've actually managed to send something to the surface and get photos back. It's insane. So yeah, to answer your question, I do like space, just a bit. Who's your favourite footballer? I don't really follow football. To be honest with you, I've never been big on football, so I couldn't say, sorry. How comes the stream's still going? I thought you said there wasn't much longer left. I got convinced. Everyone was telling me to do another half an hour, just another half an hour, so I thought I'd carry on for a little bit longer. What's your gender? I'm a trans woman, Cal. Who's your favourite F1 driver? I also don't follow F1 either, sorry. I don't really follow any sports. Okay, we are crossing into Norway right now. Oh, the cruise control's a bit low. Why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you deliberately, TJ. If you've asked me a question and I haven't seen it, it's probably because it's been automatically filtered. But if you'd like to try and reword the question, I will take a look. Do I like Fent? Yes, I do, Popular One, Big Brain Boy. I'm a big fan of Fent. Oh, it's Denmark, sorry. I'm bad at flags. It's Denmark, not Norway. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Fent tractors. I think they're a pretty good brand. Can I not put bro? No, you can't put bro. It will be automatically filtered if you type bro. I really like Voltra. I love Voltra. Popular One, Big Brain Boy. Oh, bro isn't filtered, says Harry and Mackenzie. Evidently not. So I don't know which word is being censored, but it's definitely not bro. I like back to the comment that I was just reading. I also really like Voltra. When I was younger, I just loved how customizable Voltra is compared to other tractor brands. I just love that you can have it in any color at all. Because, like, as a kid, the only tractors I really saw growing up were Case and New Holland, and a few John Deeres. So I just thought that all tractors were either red, blue, or green. And then I saw a pink Voltra, and I was like, oh my god, that's a pink tractor. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I just love how customizable Voltras are. And you don't see many of them. There's definitely not many around here. I've seen a couple about, but they're not like the biggest brand. Like I say, around where I live, I think the biggest brand is probably like either Case or New Holland. But yeah, I love Voltra. They just feel very exclusive. Yeah, I think because they're so customizable as well, they feel very unique. It feels like, you know, if you've got a Voltra, no one else in the world has got the exact same tractor as you, just because they're so customizable. Oh, and according to the latest Fact Sheet Friday from FarmSim, they are returning in FS25 as well. We are getting Voltra back again in Farming Simulator 25, which is great news. What's the game name? Euro Truck Simulator 2, WBA. Is the button box compatible with other wheels? I believe so, John, yeah. So obviously I got them all as one bundle. But like, well, I mean, the wheel and panel aren't actually connected to each other. They're two separate USBs. So you can have one without the other. You don't need to have both of them. So yeah, if you get a G920 wheel, it will work with the side panel. The only problem is getting the side panel on its own, because officially you can only get it as part of the bundle. You can find people selling the panel on its own on like eBay or whatever, but you know, if you buy it from official sources, you can only find it as a bundle. Okay, how far are we from our next rest point? An hour and 56. Okay, it's just past the ferry. I think we'll get on the ferry and then we'll call the stream after that. Did you go to college? I didn't go to college, anonymous user, no. I went to university, Bath Spa University, and studied game design. But I didn't do college. I went to sixth form and then straight from sixth form to uni. Do you create games now then? Not professionally. I work on stuff in my spare time. If you want to see some of my work, I am on itch.io. My account's just called Ashbridge Industries. And there's a game that I'm currently working on. I mean, I haven't updated it in over a year, but there is a game that I'm technically currently working on called The Spotter's Guide to Skelburn Park, which is a 2D point-and-click bird-watching game. It's a very big passion project of mine. I'm a big fan of bird watching. My granddad got me into it, and you know, if the game ever does get finished, I'd like to dedicate it to him. At the minute, it's very basic. It's pretty much just a tech demo, but you can check it out on my itch.io page if you wanna take a look at that. Like I say, I don't really do game design professionally at the minute, although I would like to. But most of what I do at the minute is just like working on little prototypes and, you know, keeping my skills sharp so that when I do eventually get into the industry, I'll be able to hold my own, as it were. You have the same name as me, says Saul K31. Hi Saul, nice to meet you. Yes, I don't meet very many Sauls. It's a fairly rare name here in the UK. I know in the US it's a lot more popular, but I only know like a handful of other people called Saul. So it's always fun to meet someone with the same name as me, because it doesn't happen very often. I've only met one other Saul ever, damn. I mean, I suppose technically I've only met one other Saul. There was a kid in my secondary school called Saul, and he was the only other Saul in the school. Like, I know other Sauls online, but I don't think I've ever actually met anyone else in person called Saul, so yeah. I think I have only ever met one other person in real life with the same name as me. Denoneke, I've never met anyone else with my name, not even on the internet. Damn, you must have a pretty rare name. Good for you. I love rare names. I love hearing names that aren't very common, that not many people have. That's why I like my name so much, because it's not very common. Have a nice day. You too, Saul. You have a nice day. Okay, 1:15. Okay, I'm just gonna park up, and then before we finish the stream, I am gonna quickly show you the steering wheel that I'm planning to upgrade to next month, because I did promise at the start of the stream that I'd show you what I'm planning on upgrading to. And just before we end the stream, I'd like to let you have a quick look. So we'll continue this job. In fact, I'll probably finish this job off camera, and then next week we'll do a job, hopefully to the UK. But I do have to say, I've really enjoyed the double trailers. They've handled really well. I've had no trouble with them whatsoever. Obviously, reversing is a problem because of the 3 points of articulation, but on the whole, I like them. I think these are really cool. And yeah, it's been interesting driving a proper, full-fledged road train, even if it's quite a short one. So yeah, I've very much enjoyed getting to grips with this particular truck, with this particular trailer. Sorry. So we're going to leave off there. Once again, just to recap, we are transporting Rye to Groningen. We've got another 11 hours left on the drive. Oh yeah, I'll probably, like I say, do that off camera, and then in the next live stream we'll try and get a job over to the UK. But yeah, in terms of the actual game, that's going to be it for today, but I am going to say a little bit about my planned controller upgrades if you want to stick around and hear more about that. There we go. Just give me a second. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so if I just turn on my display capture here. Okay, so this is Thrustmaster. This again is what I'm planning to upgrade to next month, and I'll show you the specific one that I want to get. So Thrustmaster, very, very highly renowned brand of peripherals. They do racing wheels, they do flight sticks, they do all sorts of stuff. But they also do farming and trucking equipment as well. And originally I was going to upgrade to the Hori heavy duty equipment bundle, the Hori vehicle control system, this thing here. Oh, for some reason, my browser's been really slow all of a sudden. Yeah, I was originally going to get this, which is £370. But I've heard not so good things about it. I've heard very mixed reviews. It's very cheaply made and very expensive for the amount of quality that you get. So I had a look round on Thrustmaster instead, and I discovered that for the exact same price, £370, I can get a much better bundle from Thrustmaster. So first and foremost, there's the T128 shifter pack here. This includes the actual wheel itself, as well as 2 pedals and a H shifter, which you can see there. This is what I'm really excited about. This is what I really, really want to get, is the H shifter, because I really want to be able to have a manual gearbox. And this is technically a racing wheel. It's designed for racing games, but fortunately, Thrustmaster also sells a conversion kit called the SimTask steering kit. So if I just open this up real quick. So this is £70, and it basically includes a frame and a wheel clamp. So you can take the T128 kit and convert it into a trucking wheel. So if I were to buy the T128 shifter pack for 220 quid, the SimTask steering kit for 70 quid, and then also the SimTask farm stick for 80 quid, all of that combined comes to £370. So for the exact same price as this bundle here, I can get this, this, and this. Which I think is a much, much better value for money. I mean, look at what you get here. You get the steering wheel, the pedals, and the gear shifter, as well as the conversion kit and a farm stick controller. Whereas with the Hori bundle, you only get these 3 pieces, and they're much cheaper quality as well. So I think it's a no-brainer. For the exact same price, I can get a way, way better bundle. The wheel has force feedback. The gear shifter will allow me to drive manual on Euro Truck. It is a massive, massive upgrade, to be honest. Again, this is still technically an entry-level wheel. This is a very low budget wheel compared to some of the other stuff that Thrustmaster sells. But compared to the wheel that I've got right now, this is a massive, massive upgrade. So I will be moving to this wheel, hopefully in October. I'm going to be getting this. I want to get it before FS25 comes out, because I really want to be able to play FS25 with the new wheel. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled during October. Why October? I can't really afford it this month. I've got other expenses this month, so it's going to have to wait till next month. But it's, like I say, it's definitely on my radar. And as soon as I've got no other expenses upcoming, like I say, I'm going to be upgrading to this particular bundle. And once again, just to clarify, this bundle here costs £370, but for the same price, £370, I can get this, this, and this. So it's much, much better value for money. Am I going to be selling my old one? Yes, I am. I am going to be getting rid of the Logitech wheel, side panel, and pedals. I'm going to be selling those for about 150 quid. They were 230 brand new, and they are in pretty much perfect condition. So I would say I'll probably be selling them for about 150, and obviously that money will go towards getting the better bundle that I've got planned. But yeah, so if you're interested in seeing this new kit, I will be buying it in October. I'll probably do it. I'll probably do an unboxing live stream as well, and show you up close and personal what it actually looks like. And then obviously, as soon as I've bought that, we are going to be playing Euro Truck and Farming Sim with that. I can guarantee we're going to be using this thing as soon as I've got it. I'm really genuinely excited about this, especially the gear shifter. Massive, massive improvement. And the fact that the wheel actually has force feedback, so the wheel will actually vibrate depending on the terrain in game, that's a massive upgrade as well. So I'm, like I say, really looking forward to upgrading to this particular bundle. There isn't force feedback on Farming Sim. There isn't, no, Goodlake, but there is on Euro Truck Simulator, which I also play a lot of, so it's going to help a lot with that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in today's stream. That's, like I say, what I'm planning on upgrading my wheel to at the end of the month. It's 6:20. We've run over by 20 minutes, so not too bad, really. I did say I'd stay on for a little bit longer, and that is what we have done. So yeah, if there's any last-minute comments that anyone wants to make, now's your chance, because I am going to wrap things up in just a minute. But thank you all for coming today. It's been a very fun stream. We got 137 new followers, much appreciated. We have passed 4.5K. Thank you so much for that. Less than 500 followers to go till the big 500. I'm really, really excited for 5K. I've got a very, very special video planned for when we do reach 5K. And if you want to see that preview, if you want to see a preview of the 5K video, you can see it on my Patreon. I'll just quickly shout out my Patreon real quick. Shout out to my current Patreon followers as well. We got Cantok, Billy Smith, Alfie Curd, and Ryan and Jacob Adventures. Thank you all so much, guys, for supporting me. And if you want to support me on Patreon, check out the link in my bio. It's $5 a month, which is like £4.50, and you get access to like behind-the-scenes content and stuff like that. But yeah, once again, thank you all for following me. If you haven't already followed and you've enjoyed the live streams, then please do give me a follow. It's very, very much appreciated. We are aiming to hit 10K by the end of the year, and so far, it looks like we're going to make it. So fingers crossed for that. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be it. We're probably going to call it a day there. When am I next live? Good question, Jake. I should say that before we end the stream. Yes. So my next live stream is going to be on Friday, where we'll be playing some more Farming Simulator. There might be some more Sci-Fi Sunday this week. I haven't decided yet, but I might do some more Oddworld Abe's Exodus on Sunday. But yeah, definitely more Farm Sim on Friday. Maybe some other videos throughout the week as well. Why do you hate your dad? I don't hate my dad. I love my dad, and my dad loves me. Thanks for your concern. Minecraft, no Minecraft until October, unfortunately. Liverpool are the GOAT. Minecraft Mondays on a bit of a break at the minute. So yeah, just to reiterate one more time, next live stream will be Farming Simulator on Friday. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks everyone for joining. I am going to probably have a bath because it's very hot, and then make myself some dinner. So enjoy the rest of your evening, guys, and I'll enjoy the rest of mine, and I'll see you on Friday for the next live stream. Once again, thank you all so much. Greatly appreciated that you've all been here today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.